The Digimon trading card game has expanded significantly since its first sets released in 2020, up until now. With each set comes new core or side set cards, and in addition, a slew of promos. Today's video looks at how Bandai has released promos from the beginning, because Bandai is constantly changing up how items are packaged and released. As a result, we might not see certain promos until well past their intended use. Security rookies, for example. And while there are places where Bandai has fallen short, what are some of the moments that we as players viewed as successful? Here I will be going over simply the main core sets of the Digimon trading card game. Starting with Special Booster 1.0, the promo Agumon, Greymon, Garurumon, WereGarurumon, V-Tamer Taikamiya, and V-Dramon Zero were locked behind exclusive promos, packs that you received inside of each box. But very quickly, the first format became the Omnimon Turbo Blue and Red format. While V-Tamer Taikamiya and V-Dramon Zero wasn't as sought after, the remaining cards quickly became problems even though each pack contained 2 cards. Still, 2 cards per promo pack was nice in that you had 2 promos. Though to be frank, I'm skipping the Memorial packs because those cards aren't widely sought after either. Formally after Special Booster 1.0 and 1.5, since they repeated the same promo packs, Great Legends released the Great Dash pack containing promo Metal Garurumon, Black War Greymon, and Grand Kuwagamon. Of course, one significant difference is the fact that unlike 6 possible cards with 2 different options in a single pack, we only had 3 options and 1 card per. Honestly, it wasn't terrible, considering the card pool wasn't as insane. Surprisingly, BT5 Battle of Omni was the first set in which no promos were offered. In this set, only Tamers were offered as box toppers. But come BT6, this is where we had some of the first real problems in the Digimon trading card game. Double Diamond offered full art Digi-Eggs and a 1-year anniversary promo of reprint alternate art cards. But the real treasure trove of cards came separate, which stores were to hand out with each purchase of 12 packs of BT6. Meaning if you bought a box, you were to get 2 of these Double Diamond Dash packs. In the grand scheme of things, let's say you were guaranteed every time 2 Dash packs per box. The reality is, once the stock ran out, stores no longer needed to provide anything extra to you. And believe me, I saw my fair share of people complaining about stores who kept the Dash packs, ripped them open, and listed them on their online stores. Now before I continue, you may be wondering, what's the point? I'll tell you the point. Here's the average number of promos you received with buying a box. Special Booster 1.0 and 1.5 you had 2 promos per a box. Great Legends, 1 per a box. BT5, 0 per a box. But for BT6, it could be anywhere from 0 to 2. BT7 would bring back an oldie in the form of alternate art memory boost, the first reprint. And while our first encounter of the memory boost came in the Gyomon and Vmon starter decks, one thing I loved about this is that we were given all 6 promos rather than 1 each per starter. Can you imagine how painful that would have been? But in BT7, this is where we had only 1 opportunity for a particular memory boost, with 6 options no less. Why am I harping on these particular numbers so much? I'll explain near the conclusion of the video. BT8 would bring back promos that were packaged as a pair and guaranteed per a box. Aero V-Dramon Zero and Ulforce V-Dramon Zero. BT9 would return to the first sets and provide 2 cards per pack with an update pack, containing either the Metal Greymon Alterous mode, WereGarurumon Sagittarius mode, Boutmon, Okuamon, Deltamon, and Wizardmon. 4 of these became very popular in certain decks, with a chance for 2 of them at a time per a box, which is honestly very nice. BT10 would arguably be one of Bandai's worst methods of ever releasing something into the Digimon trading card game. Here, Starter Deck 11 was going to be released, but as individual box toppers. Each pack for Starter Deck 11 had 2 potential cards, one of which was guaranteed to be Promo Gamamon. But if you were hunting for reprints, you sadly had to buy a metric ton of boxes. BT11 would bring about one of the first controversial sets that would release foiled common and uncommon cards. And while the concept was neat, the execution fell a little short from where I think players were expecting it. BT12 provided 2 out of 6 chances for the security rookies, but sadly, while it was nice to get them, they just did not make an impact on the meta. BT13 would offer no other box toppers other than the Alt-Art Tamers before jumping to BT14, which is arguably one of my favorite sets in the entirety of the game. With BT14, this set offered a number of goodies that I honestly missed with BT15. First, with each box of BT14, you receive the demo deck that was released at New York Comic Con, giving you access to 2 Ukomon and 2 Lua Wada. You also received a pack that contained not just 1 out of 6 training options, but 1 of each training option. Combined with your demo deck, that was already an immediate $40 value right there for your booster box. But sadly, BT15 would mark a significant step back for a set release, already seeing potentially less openings due to the fact that a secret rare was already being limited in just 2 weeks after it dropped. Which leads to the ultimate question for this video: what works? What in your mind is successful for a set? The reason why those original numbers were so important is because some sets have 2 promos. Some have 1, some none, and some a lot. In the case of BT15, a set where if you opened a Pokemon, you may have already felt like it was a waste of money. You also had no box toppers. Jumping to side sets, Animal Coliseum was a set that came out 1 week before Bandai Card Games Fest, and unfortunately the 3rd anniversary update pack, which contained Saberdramon, and the limited card set version 2 that contained Raremon, was chock full of other cards that honestly wouldn't see too much play. When opening these packs, you only ever had 1 option, instead of 2 promos as we had seen in previous sets. Not to mention, this was the first side set that actually had promos. Bottom line, after opening BT14 Blast Ace, I would honestly love it if Bandai made it so that boxes that contained promos contained 1 of every promo. Because after 4 boxes, you would have a playset and literally nothing to worry about. Similarly with the option cards, if EX5 were to have 1 of every promo in the box, do you think you would have easily shelled out the money for 4 boxes? Because at this rate, you need to buy 2 cases in hopes of pulling just 1 of each set. What are your thoughts on the promo problem? And do you think Bandai could easily fix this by making promos available in groups of 2 per pack? Or simply, 1 of every promo in the box? Let me know your thoughts on the matter, and I'll catch you next time. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.